Hi, Fish Pond. Today we talked about the letter H. This is the letter H. It has one line down, another line down, and one line in the middle that connects the two. And H is a sound that you can feel in your hand. That's the letter H sound, like house and hand. And even hair, which we're going to read about later. And parents, we're reading two stories today, and I'll put in the description box below the time markers for both books, in case you just want to see one today. This story is called The Napping House. Ooh, look, it's a rainy day. I love to take a nap on a rainy day. There is a house, a napping house, where everyone is sleeping. And in that house there is a bed, a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that bed there is a granny, a snoring granny on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that granny there is a child, a dreaming child, on a snoring granny on a cozy bed in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that child, there's a dog, a dozing dog on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that dog, there's a cat, a snoozing cat on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that cat, there's a mouse, a slumbering mouse, on a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. And on that mouse, there is a flea. Can it be a wakeful flea? On a slumbering mouse, on a snoozing cat, on a dozing dog, on a dreaming child, on a snoring granny, on a cozy bed, in a napping house where everyone is sleeping. Do you see that little flea up on top? A wakeful flea who bites the mouse, who scares the cat, who claws the dog, who thumps the child, who bumps the granny, who breaks the bed, in a napping house where no one now is sleeping. Our second story today is called Harriet's Horrible Hair Day. This has a lot of letter H words in it. Harriet's Horrible Hair Day. Do you see that letter H? H. Sproing! A curl popped out of Harriet's nice, neat braid. One wriggly, wavy, horrible curl. You look weird, Harriet's brother said. I know something that'll fix that curl, Harriet's sister said. A mud bath. Harriet's brother took out the hose and flooded a patch of the garden. Harriet sank down into the mud puddle until only her nose showed. They plastered mud all over Harriet's hair. Yuck! Harriet said. Harriet's sister poured a bucket of water on her head to rinse out the mud. When Harriet's hair dried, another curl popped out of her nice, neat braid. Now Harriet had two horrible curls. That only made it worse, Harriet complained. Let's find something to pull those curls straight, Harriet's sister suggested. Harriet's sister and brother tied fishing lines to her curls, and then they pulled hard. Ow! Harriet wailed. When they untied the lines, more curls popped out of Harriet's braid. Now she had 3, 4, and 5 horrible curls. This isn't working, Harriet mumbled. Let's weigh them down, Harriet's sister said. Rocks, she declared. And water balloons, whooped Harriet's brother. Harriet's head tipped one way and the other. Get these things off, Harriet shouted. When they untied the rocks and burst the balloons, another curl popped out. Now Harriet had 6 horrible curls. What's next? Harriet muttered. Come on, Harriet's sister said. Something in the kitchen will work. Harriet's sister and brother opened the kitchen cabinets and drawers and pulled everything out. Harriet's sister plopped a colander on Harriet's head, and her brother pulled the curls through the holes. Tie the whisk to this curl and the spatula to that one, Harriet's sister directed. I can't stand it, Harriet grumbled. When Harriet shoved the colander off her head, 3 more curls popped out. Now Harriet had 7, 8, and 9 horrible curls. Ah, now look at what you've done, Harriet yelled. Mom put stuff in her hair to make it nice, Harriet's brother said. We need pickle juice and peanut butter, mustard, and molasses, Harriet's sister announced, and an egg to make it shine. She squished the goop into Harriet's hair. This stinks, moaned Harriet. But when they sprayed the slime out of Harriet's hair, even more curls popped out. Now Harriet had 10, 11, and 12 horrible curls. You look weirder than ever, Harriet's brother said. Ooh, that wasn't nice, was it? That was not kind. Maybe if an elephant sat on your head, Harriet's brother said. No more, screamed Harriet, running into her room. Harriet put on her pajamas and jumped into her bed and pulled the pillow over her head. She tossed and turned all night. Hey, Harriet, her sister called the next morning. Let's pin your curls to the clothesline. Harriet yanked the pillow off her head. Go away, Harriet howled. Wow, Harriet's brother said. Look at all those nice, neat curls, Harriet's sister exclaimed. You don't look so weird after all, Harriet's brother said. Harriet smiled. I know. I hope you enjoyed our letter H stories this week. Goodbye, Fish Pond.